what's the battery required for? When do you need to plug in the battery to the drone? Mm-hmm.
VTX.
Yeah, exactly. Those are power hungry devices. All right. So right now, I'm gonna test everything else but the motors and the VTX, okay? We did do that. We tested the motors already, right? You guys all set up your motors correctly? Okay, so the VTX we're gonna deal with today. Okay, so let's just plug it in. You're gonna open up Betaflight and walk me through. So this is a review again. What is the from this screen, what can you tell me about the sensors? From the screen, what can you tell me about the sensors? Yeah, exactly. Those are the only two sensors we have on this drone. Does anyone have a different drone and different sensors? No? Okay. But yeah, you can see that these are the options, but we only have two. Okay, very good. Uh, what is preventing me from arming this drone? Can anyone tell me what's preventing me from arming this drone right now? Well, yes, true, but it's on this screen. All right. Yes, where do you see that? Correct. Right here, remember, we have arming disable flags. All right, this is going to tell us what is going to prevent us from arming. So we have three things actually, and you can hover over them and we can see what's going on. No valid receiver signal. Okay, that makes sense because I didn't turn on the controller. If you guys have yours plugged in, you should see the same thing, right? You should see the same thing, assuming you didn't turn on your controller. MSP. MSP, last time I didn't go over it, but I looked it up. MSP stands for multi-Wii serial protocol. Okay, because like the Wii controller, all right, they were kind of using this as a baseline for developing the drums. Okay, so MSP. That basically means you have a USB connection to your drum, which makes sense. Everyone should have this, right? At a minimum, everyone should have this. And then the RPM filter, that has to do with the motors. Okay, so that means one, the ESC is not supplying D-shot telemetry. That makes sense. We didn't plug in the battery, right? How can the ESC and the motors be on? They aren't. Okay?
So real quick, on ours, we're not getting that RPM. But our battery is not.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Let me see. If I plug in a battery, it should go away if I plug in the battery. But I don't know. Maybe every drone might be.
Well, for your motors,
They see now they went away just now. They were configured, yeah, but they went away now. But then,
but the rest of ours match.
yeah, I don't know. Now I unplugged the battery and it's okay. Did at some point you plugged in the battery or no? I don't know. See, I unplugged the battery, now it stayed away. I don't know.
Fail safe and MSP.
Yeah, yeah. If you turn on your controller and it's been binded since last time, that should go away. But right now I didn't turn on the controller. But at minimum MSP, all right? As long as you are looking at Betaflight, you're gonna see MSP. Okay. So these are the main things you want to take away from this screen. What's the action item you can take from the screen that we did last time? What is the one thing we actually did? Yeah, calibrate it. So you see it's pretty level because we already calibrated last time. So don't really need to do it again. Okay. Ports. What do we do in ports? What does UART stand for? Look in your notes. What does UART stand for?
What talks to the individual sensors, but I forget what.
Yeah, so anyone taking notes? All right. I'm thirsty, so you got 1 minute to look it up. Or use Google. I don't know. Just a thought.
Universal asynchronous receiver. Trying to work that. You are, what does it stand for? I know what it does. And he said, yeah, he was like, yeah, that, but you take notes. Plenty of notes. Oh, well. Yeah. And we connect both connectors because one of them is a metal thing and one of them is for each of the little something. And we have to find like the type of battery that is. So chemistry. I mean, that's fine. Charge stores, balance. Once you know how to build one, you can actually
All right, what is it?
Universal asynchronous receiver transmit.
Good. All right. So as the name implies, it's universally used on different devices. It can either receive or transmit or do both. Okay. So, what does this mean right here? UART1. Why do I have serial RX turned on? Why do I have that? Yes, correct. We're using serial receiver. And why does it have to specifically be UART1 in this case? Exactly, because it's soldered to receiver 1 and transmitter 1. That's not to say your receiver has to be on UART1. It's just that physically that's what it's connected to. Remember, every board is going to have multiple pads. So in this case, if you solder to R3T3, what are you going to turn on? UART3. If it's T6R6. Exactly. But in our case, the drone is soldered to UART1. So that's why you turn on the serial RX. Okay. And then we have UART3. That, if you actually look at the board, is connected to that red, white, blue, and black cable that goes to your VTX. Okay. So that one's turned on for some configuration. All right. But otherwise, we don't have any other things connected. But what are some examples of things you can connect to a UART? Like a servo motor, okay. And your available options are what? What remaining options do you have?
2, 4, and 5.
Correct. You have 2, 4, and 5. Those are your remaining options, okay? So if you plug servo to UART2, now you only got 4 and 5. What's another thing you could plug into 4? Yeah, GPS. If you plug into GPS is considered a peripheral, or sorry, it's a sensor. So right here, you see it, you would select GPS under the sensor input. Okay. And then UART5, what's an example of something you can plug in? Yeah, you can plug in a LiDAR, which in that case, depending on how you, oh, right here, you see that's an example of a LiDAR that you can set up. Okay. Yeah, very good. So what are those all in common? Yes, but they're either a sensor or they're a input or an output device, right? Yeah, so these are accessories, you could think of it, okay? Anytime you plug in an accessory, you're gonna have to enable the appropriate UART to which you soldered the thing, all right?
Depending on the hardware that you buy, what's the most that you've seen UARTs on a board? The average.
Probably like 7 is probably the most I've seen something like that. Yeah. So I would say most have like 6. So this is like slightly under. Yeah. Well, does the parachute give information to the drone, or do you tell the parachute it's an output? It's an output, exactly. Yeah, it's not a dumb question. Just think about like what is the device doing? Is it sending info to the drone, or is the drone sending info to that thing? Yeah, in this case, you would tell the thing to do something. So it's an output. Not always. So I guess yeah, payload is output, yeah. T typically speaking, because you
I swear it was in, but it's been drawing me off. I thought it. Yeah, it was one of the quizzes.
oh.
Or was it servo?
Servo motor is actually the mechanism behind a lot of those things. So servo could be used to open the parachute or open the claw or whatever. So a servo is just like a little I showed it last time, but it's just a little motor that you can control the angle. Unlike a typical motor where you can just control the speed and direction, right? But the servo you can be like turn 30 degrees and it'll turn and then it'll stop. Yeah, that's like what a servo does. That's why you see it useful for opening and closing a claw because you don't need you just need it to move a very limited motion. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I say servo in the general term is actually realistically it's used in many of those devices we talked about already. Yeah. But servo would be an output because you tell the servo open, close, 30 degrees, 45, whatever, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so this is the ports. Configuration. You turn on the associated sensors. I mean, unless there's some reason you don't want to turn on a sensor that you have, but typically you want to utilize the sensor you have. Uh, what other, huh?
We're at 320 like you are, but our second number, you're at 160 and we're at 320.
Oh, this one? This? I don't know what to set it at. I don't touch this one. Okay, just leave it then. Okay, yeah, there's not much to change on here. Uh, we don't have to do it on ours, but if some reason your board is not aligned to the direction the arrow is pointing to, you would have to adjust it accordingly. Okay? Is there a question?
Yeah. Are you going to bias?
So this is just the music it makes when your ESCs. Yeah, so this is just yeah, it's just whatever music you want. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah. You can keep it at 5 if you want. Yeah. Okay. All right. Power and battery. What did I say about batteries? When you plug in a battery and it says, "Oh, the per cell voltage is whatever, 3.8." What did I say about that?
It's a guess.
It's an approximation, okay? Because what are you plugging in? You're plugging in this main cable. This main cable tells you the total voltage. This, which you're not plugging in, tells you the per cell. So because you plug this in, all it knows is, okay, given a range, which you know each range is separated, let's say it's fully charged. Each range is separated by 4.2 volts, right? So if this thing sees like 8.6 volts, it knows, or sorry, 8.4 volts, it knows, oh, it probably is a 2S battery, right? Because it's not 4.2, which would be 1S. 2S is a 8.4, and a 3S would be 11.1. All right. No, 12 point, sorry, what is that? 12.6. Okay. So it knows the steps. So it's approximating, and then it's gonna first guess how many cells you have, and then it'll divide by that many cells to tell you like this is probably what your per cell voltage is, but in reality, it's not telling you the truth, okay? It's just giving you an approximation. So just know that. Just know that, okay? I mean, most of the time, if your battery's healthy, the per cell is going to be pretty close to each other. All right. So you can use that as a approximation. As we already gone over many times, 4.2 is fully charged. And I use 3.5 as kind of my warning, right? You can see right here. That's when it's going to start flashing on your goggles. It's going to say like, hey, you should land. Okay. So this is where you set the warning cell. Like, what is that per cell voltage? Okay. But when I plugged in one of these bad batteries, because one of the cells was dead, it interpreted one of these 4S as a 3S. Okay. Because again, it didn't know. It just saw the total voltage. It's like, oh, it's in the 3S range. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay. Fail safe. What is fail safe?
Tell it to do an action based on a condition, please.
Yes, it's there as a like the return to home. Okay, or it's it's kind of the backup protocol if one of three actions. What are the three actions that trigger failsafe? Loss of connection, uh battery too low, I think is actually not one of them. No, battery too low is actually not one of them. Although that is a good guess. Yeah, like invalid pulse. Because remember, it's sending constant pulses from your transmitter to the drone. And if it's like expecting a stream of pulses, but it's got interrupted, so that's what we call invalid pulse length. Okay. Okay, so we said if there is no signal at all, or the pulse length is like corrupted or it's not complete. Okay, that's the second one. What's the third one? Nope. Nope. It's more simple than that. No, this drone allows you to do any angle you want. It's a racing drone. So if you're upside down, it's not going to interpret that as bad. Yeah. Huh?
Does that have to do with the value?
Mm-mm. No. It's you setting a switch to fail safe. Okay, so you're basically user defined. If you guys forget, it says right here. You see this text box right here? It says right here, invalid pulse length. Receiver reports a failsafe mode. That's when you trigger it manually. You're like, okay, I purposely want to go into failsafe. Or there's no signal from the receiver, okay? Those are the three conditions. Yeah. Normally, you would think low battery would do it, but no, this thing will let you fly to the death, all right? It's not going to do something like that. I feel like that should be one of the parameters, but no. Okay, so what it's going to do in failsafe, we have how many stages? 2 stages. What's the first stage? The first stage is it's like your kind of like your recovery stage. If one of those three conditions is hit, it's going to enter this first stage. It's like a holding period. Okay, and it's going to do what? What is it going to do in the first stage if one of those three conditions is met? Well, it depends. Take a look at what it's doing here. You're saying throttle, it's going to do auto. Auto in this case means throttle low. You see that? So in the first stage, it's going to, this is what we say fallback because it doesn't know anymore because it didn't receive a proper signal. So it's going to fall back to some default setting, which in this case, we set the 4 motion parameters, roll, pitch, yaw, and throttle to auto. Auto for roll, pitch, yaw means it's centered, which means the drone's going to be like this, but throttle is low. So the drone's going to start going like that. It's going to level off, but it's going to start coming down. Okay, that's what that means. Now, if you don't like that, I mentioned this last time, you can go to set and you can set it to a particular parameter. And you need to find out experimentally, okay, what is a nice graceful landing? Because low means cut the motors. So that means the drone's actually going to drop briefly. But set allows you to put it to maybe a slow gradual descent. Okay. That number is drone dependent. That's why I cannot tell you a number. It's just going to be somewhere between, what's our range again? Do you guys remember the range of values we deal with in Betaflight? 1,000 to 2,000. So all I can tell you is that it's going to be somewhere between 1,000 and like 1,500, something like that. Okay. For graceful lowering. I don't know what it is. It's going to depend on the drone. Okay. So that's where you can put this value in here. Yes.
We don't have.
Okay, so you guys need to turn on expert mode right here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How long does it stay in this stage 1 purgatory? Look at the screen. Does anyone know where that setting is?
5 seconds.
1.5 seconds, correct. Period of time in which in stage 1 failsafe. After which it's going to enter stage 2. Now, stage 2 is now, okay, drastic measure. Your 3 options are either drop the thing where it is, or you can land the thing where it is. And if you had a GPS, you can come home. But we don't. So that would be the most ideal situation, but we don't. So we're going to land a thing. Now, we need to find out once again, experimentally, what throttle value do we want to use? What is the 1,000? What is that equivalent to right now?
Like drop.
Dropping it. Okay, so this is actually no different than just hitting that. Okay, this is actually no different right now. So this value needs to be higher. Again, we need to find out what that is. I'll show you how we can find that out. Okay, any questions on failsafe? Why we have it and how it's triggered? Okay, all right. Presets allows you, so far we only talked about a couple settings, but you see there's a bunch more down here. But presets allow you to take someone else's program parameters and apply it to your drone, okay, if you want to. So there's that. We're not going to do any of that. PID, I mentioned this, but I never went over it because this is a little bit more complicated. But this is tuning. So if your drone is either too jittery or not responsive enough, you have to go in here and you have to tune it. But it gets kind of complicated, so we're gonna skip it. Okay, receiver. Assuming you have properly paired your controller, which let's see if I did, because I feel like I forgot whose I used. Okay, I don't know which one mine, but if you paired it correctly and you turn on your controller, you should be able to see all the motions right here showing up. Okay. All right. If you recall here, we have 3 different protocols. You guys remember the 3 different protocols? We have the wireless protocol that goes from here to the drone. Which one are we using? Nope.
Oh.
What type of receiver do we have? Yes, correct. So that's ELRS. But then from the receiver to the flight control board, it's a physical wire, right? We have a different protocol there. What are we using there? CRSF, you see right here. So you have to make sure 2 things. Here you select serial. And then here you have CRSF, okay? Make sure those parameters are set. And then you have to pair the drone. Remember how we paired the drone? There's 2 methods that we pair the drone. One was a lot easier, but I was trying to show the other way. Oh, what was the first method I showed? Yeah, we use the ELRS configurator. You connect to the Wi-Fi. Remember, after 1 minute, this thing starts to blink rapidly, like this thing, right? After 1 minute of not finding a connection, it starts to blink rapidly. And then what's going to happen is it's gonna generate its own Wi-Fi signal. So if you go in here, you should be able to see that there's a thing called ELRS. What is this? A receiver or transmitter? It's a receiver. So you should see ELRS RX. It also times out if you waited too long, which I think we have at this point.
I think unbinded.
Yeah. Yeah.
This isn't communicating.
I know. So, well, good. You'll have more practice. Okay. But it will say ELRS RX in this case. What's the password? Do you guys remember the password? That's it. No, it's actually just sorry, it's Express LRS lowercase. That's it. Okay. So let me pull up that slide.
Yeah, if you just unplug the drone and plug it back in, or you connect it your controller,
Yeah.
so we're good.
Okay, very
We got
good.
the rebind.
Yeah. So you can see right here, this is the Wi-Fi name and this is the password. All right. Then you put in what's called a binding phrase, and then you do the same thing on here. You turn on the Wi-Fi, and this time you look up Express LRS TX because this is a transmitter. Also same password, set the same binding phrase, and in theory they should talk and all is good. But doesn't really work that well. Okay. So what's the other way I showed you guys that's a lot like easier but doesn't come with this binding phrase?
Do the quick three.
Exactly.
These things.
Yep, you
Like,
plug and unplug 3 times. As long as the first time, when you plug it in every time, some lights turn on, you can immediately unplug. Like you do that 3 times and you keep it plugged in on the 3rd time. And then instead of turning on the Wi-Fi, you just press bind on this thing, right? And then it magically talks. So, yeah, so those are the 2 ways that I showed you guys to do it. I mean, ideally, if the Wi-Fi method works, that is the preferred way. Why? Why do I prefer you guys do that way? It locks in the binding phrase. So let's say you have like 10 drones, they all use the same binding phrase, and then you change your controller. Instead of having to do that plug and unplug 10 times, you just change the binding phrase on the controller, the new controller, and it should all talk. That is the idea in theory. But this doesn't work that well. So, anyways, that's why I kept trying to advocate for that method. Okay, so what you want to check here is throttle actually throttle? If it's not, how do you change that? Let's say the throttle ends up being the roll. How do you change this thing?
Go to configuration.
No, it's on this page. Do you guys remember? I had this issue last time. My sticks were all like jump. Yes, exactly. It's the channel map. You see right here? You would just switch the letters corresponding to what is wrong. So let's say T and A are swapped. Okay, then what I would do here is I would say AT. Okay, and then it would swap it. Okay. So take note, the letters next to each of these, that's the abbreviation, and you can swap the order of what they need to be correct. All right. Any questions on the receiver tab? Very good. Remember, 1,000 is low, 2,000 is high. Anything below the threshold, which in my case is 1,000, anything below that is considered low. So I could be 995, and that's still 1,000 in the eyes of this thing. Likewise, anything above, in my case, 1,900. So even if you're at 2,000, it is considered 1,900. It has maxed out. Okay. So there's your thresholds. Okay, flight modes. What do we need to set up? What is the most critical flight modes we need to set up? Arming, number 1. That is actually, at minimum, that is the only thing you need, technically speaking. Yeah. Yeah, technically speaking, that's all you need. Okay, so arming, we have it set up to switch E, echo, right? And that is actually auxiliary 1. You can confirm that if you go to receiver, switch E should move auxiliary 1. Okay. And what did I say about the general convention? Do you want the arming to be on the switch away from you or toward you? Yeah. So like away from you is a safer option. So what's safer, an armed or disarmed drone?
Disarm.
Yeah, so the arming should only happen when you flip the switch towards you, okay? All right. Now we also have more channels, so let's also introduce a couple things, all right? Arming is the minimum, but the next thing I would do is flight modes. There's 3 flight modes. What are they? Correct. Angle, horizon, air, also known as manual. What is the difference?
Angle, kind of want or steady kind of level. They won't allow you to really put
Correct.
horizon or professional
Correct.
accurate.
Yeah. Full manual. Yeah, and if you want to experience manual, uh, you have a simulator on your computer, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, do it that way.
Yes, please do it on the simulator. This is not an FPV class, but you are flying FPV drones. So I would say to be honest, you don't need to fly acro to demonstrate your drone works. Just keep it in angle mode and just make sure the thing can lift off, okay? Yeah. So
Very few people can fly that well in airmen.
yeah. So just to bring it up, because if you do not set an auxiliary channel to a flight mode, what does it default to? Air or acro or manual, okay? That is why you do not see this on the list, at least on my list. Apparently, you guys might have it. Okay, but you do not see it on this list because it is the hatch all default. So, what range approximately is air mode from what you see here on my screen? What range? Huh? Wait a sec. Let me...
Maybe that the next gap after, right?
Yeah, so can you see the numbers? 17-ish. All right. 7. So we're talking this gap right here. We're talking this gap right here. It's gonna be like 17. This is 17, so it's like 1750 to and beyond. 1750 and beyond is air. Okay. So if my thing was mapped and I can move this yellow cursor, if it goes, oh, actually, there's this. This is not good. You see right here? This is not good. You see 1300, it goes from 900 to 1300 for angle, but then horizon starts at 1325. So if your switch is actually 1315, you would be in air mode. So actually, I need to have this butt right up to the 1325. You see that? Is otherwise there's this ambiguous zone between 1300 and 1325. So be careful, all right? That would make it air mode, which is not your intention, right? You want to gradually step up. Remember to save. Okay, and which one's the safest one again? Which No, yeah, which of the flight modes is the safest? So that means that should be the one away from you. The middle one's gonna be horizon, and then the one toward you is gonna be manual slash air slash acro mode. Okay. Switch B, which is auxiliary 2, right? Switch B auxiliary 2. We've also mapped auxiliary 3 and 4 for the 2 on the right side. Okay. I set one out as a beeper. Okay. The beeper, again, there is no beeper installed. It's just the motors vibrating, and that makes the startup noise. Okay. So useful for finding the drone in a bush. All right, that's what it's for. Now if you had UART stuff like a servo, LED lights, you can control it from additional auxiliary channels, but we don't. So at the moment, I just kept it simple like this. But if I toggle the switch here, you can see there's a bunch of other options that you can do. Oh, failsafe. Let's add failsafe. Okay, that's a useful one. So I'm gonna add failsafe to aux 4. Okay, you can see right here, I added to the same auxiliary 4, which is the 3-position switch, right? That is switch C. So what this is saying is when I hit the 3-position switch to the middle, it's gonna enter failsafe. When I hit it toward me, it's gonna be the beeper. Oh, you did? Yeah. I don't know why this thing didn't like keep those parameters. No.
My bill says set to auxiliary 3.
Oh, okay, that works too. You can do that. Yeah, whatever works. Auxiliary 3 is a 2-position switch, so in that case, it's either failsafe is on or it's off. Yeah.
I guess it makes sense to have the other stuff that has to.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Oh.
all right. Adjustments, I didn't make too much to. Okay, so we kind of skipped this one. Servos, we don't have any, so kind of skip that thing. GPS, we also don't have, so skip. Motors, we did touch. What did we do on the motors? Direction as well as the numbering. Okay, you can see right here, this bottom right is number 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first thing we did. We reorder, which is saying renumbering the motors, and then we determine the motor direction. This is why when you well, you didn't solder these motors, but if you do build your own drone and you solder, it doesn't matter any of the 3 wires because you can always renumber it. And you can also reorder it too. I mean, so or like yeah, change the direction. Okay, so that's why it doesn't matter which wire you solder to what, as long as you're not like cross soldering, like the wire is going to ESC 1, 2, 3, and 4. I mean, you don't do that, but like if you like did it within the same ESC, it doesn't matter which wire you solder.
Did your motors get flipped around again? Is there, that says reverse?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you're right.
No, I was just like,
I think I don't know what happened. It's like it didn't. Either I was working on someone else's drone or this one got.
So,
Yeah, ignore that. Okay, let me. I don't know what's.
it's like, wait, I did it wrong again.
No, you're right. You're right. Okay, I don't know. Okay. I think this is what we did up to this point, right? Okay, now let's continue on down the rest of the list. Actually, the only main thing I want to point out is OSD and CLI at the bottom. Okay. Now, OSD stands for on-screen display. On-screen display is what you will see in your goggle. Now, from what I understand, not everyone has the same layout as I do. Do you guys have HD here on the right side? You see the video format? Do you guys have HD?
Yes.
Everyone has it now? Okay. Right here, video format. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Some people have it, some people don't. I still do not know why. I think maybe it's a firmware thing with some of your because if you look at the version of Betaflight, actually, can I see what you guys can you confirm what you have up here? This is the app firmware, and then this is the firmware of your actual flight control board. Are they the same or different?
I'm on Apple too.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't know. This has always been an issue. I know like every semester, like some people have it, some don't. I don't know why. Oh, actually, I think I know why. I just remember. It's to do with the preset. Okay, so let's grab in if everyone can find the Avatar HD VTX, you see that? So we're gonna go to the preset tab. This is actually a good example. I think we need to bring in the VTX settings, okay? That's what we have, right? I think that's what we have. Yeah, Avatar VTX, okay? We're going to go into here, map to display port.
Load every screen. Review R3.
That's what I put because that's the thing that we're using. All right, let me see. I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna say save and reboot. I don't know. Does that change things? Do you guys have an HD now or no? Oh,
No, and then
I think all that change was down.
Well, the only thing so that's on the web and like I'm on the app, the desktop download.
I'm on the okay. So at this point, they have what's called a web app. So they used to have a standalone like
That's
computer app, but now they have what's called a web app. So I'm using the web app. It's a Chromium based software.
It didn't make a difference. We swapped.
yeah, it doesn't.
Okay. I'm gonna try this one thing, which is, you know what? Maybe Google. Let me Google. What? Uh, now I have to find out.
It's great. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a great thing.
Okay, we are using Avid. That's what I did though.
You can have it down for you.
I don't know if I want to reset it.
Let's like that.
Um,
Strikes it as a beach.
oh, I see. Okay. What's the okay.
Oh, no. So like,
Okay, I'm gonna try this. You know what? Worst case, it doesn't work. Or maybe we brick it. Okay. Let's try updating the firmware. Okay, so how do you get to this page? You're gonna press that button that says update firmware. It's going to bring you to a whole different screen. Okay, we're going to detect the board. Do you guys see the same board? Does it say T-Motor R
Yeah.
T-Motor F7? Okay. Under the build configuration, we're going to you know what? Before we do that, here, don't do that yet. CLL. Okay. Sorry, I'm jumping around all over the place right now. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a backup. So CLI is a command line. This looks like, if you guys ever open command line on a Windows computer or terminal on a Mac, okay? This allows you to like kind of get access to all the stuff. So all we're gonna write is here backup, or what's it called? Dang it. Okay, I forgot the specific term. Backup CLI Betaflight. Oh, it's called dump. Okay, sorry. There it is. Okay. I press dump.
yeah, that sounds.
And this is all of the parameters that you have. We've already set up, right? We don't want to screw it up. We put some work into this, okay? So this is just going to show you, but you need to save it. So now we're going to say save to file at the bottom. You see that? Save to file. And then you're gonna save it somewhere. I'm just gonna put in my documents. Betaflight dump. Boom. Okay. So I've saved every single parameter in that file.
Save the file.
I did save to file. So I saved to file. All right, let me open a new one. Okay. So
It'll just show up as soon as you switch over to CLI,
huh?
like on the command window, like all those lines.
You wanna type in.
You need to type in dump.
Done.
Dump. Like I dumped my girlfriend or something. Dump, okay? Okay, right here. You don't need to write the hashtag. The hashtag is just like the beginning of the command, but you just write dump. And then you see this is the text file that it generated, which is all of our parameters right here. Okay. All right. So confirm that you do that before you do any firmware updates. We're gonna do a CLI dump. Okay, that way is the firmware will like wipe stuff.
The dumps?
It's called CLI at the very bottom. Command line. Command line.
Oh. This is the class of getting the ideas.
Another way you can make a backup, I just want to show you. You can go into presets and we can press save backup right here. Okay, so it's also gonna save your Betaflight configuration. Okay, this is my CLI backup. And then, oh shoot, I don't know which one's which now. They're both backups.
Save file.
Yeah. So did you guys try the two methods? You can save the backup with presets and then save backup. That's one way. The other way is you go to CLI and you type in dump. You type in dump here, DUMP, and then you press save to file. Okay, that's the other way. Both are gonna generate a text file in either case.
So we did both, but when we do update firmware, old chip erase is highlighted.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Let's do it without a full chip erase. Okay. So now that I backed it up, I'm gonna go to update firmware. I'm gonna press detect. And then I'm gonna undo full chip erase. Okay. Let's choose the latest thing, which in my case is 2025 12/5, right? Do you guys see that? It says
Oh, yeah.
I don't get it because there's this date and then this says June
Yeah, that's what's
2026.
confusing too.
Okay, whatever. It's the latest one. What are we on right now? Just so we can keep a mental map or mental picture. We're on this one right now. You see that? 2025 12.2. You see that up there? Okay. All right. So we're going from 12.2 to 12.5. Okay. On this side, make sure to save yourself some setup. You're choosing CRSF. The OSD protocol this time, we're going to do digital. All right. That should help us get that HD. That's why we're trying to do this right now. Also, make sure under other options. Okay, you see we have all of these things. Okay, let's type in OSD, HD. Oh, that's not. I guess. Huh. Other options. Where is OSD HD? Dang it. Firmware update. Huh? Oh, let's take a look. Let's see. All right. I don't see it on here. Okay. Well, let's give it a shot. I'm gonna load firmware online. Okay. There it is. And now I have to flash the firmware. All right. Don't touch it. Just let it do its thing. Okay, so we already did this step, but it's doing it for you. It's like, hey, you better make a backup before we do our. Okay, so this is our third backup now. I was showing you manually previously, so now we're doing a third backup. Allow. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. But just don't touch the cable or anything in the meantime.
Look at it.
This is when you can brick the thing.
Now it's saying USB device not recognized and unable to connect.
It's okay. It's okay. Wait, let me see. My thing is, are you getting this?
I'm looking kind of the right stuff.
Yeah, it just dropped it, like, it went to rebooting the ROM. Are you alright?
Where's mine still?
I got it.
Oh, okay, now it's like
That already done. And then it rebooted, and then it flashed up and said no. No device.
Yeah, it's just finding sort of fill in, you know. It's like a legacy.
Yeah, we were, it was like, it was like, weird. Three things. I had a feeling it was. Probably I got to the now. First, Tuesday that I.
Let me see if mine works up here, and then you can bring yours up. Yours is working.
Yeah, USB device not recognized.
Okay, I updated. You see how now I'm on 12.5. All right. So this did work for me. But I'll take someone's drone if those that are having trouble. So wait, I want to see what's going on. Let me go to OSD and make sure I have H. Okay, I still have HD. I still have HD. Okay, so that's good. In fact, my other options are even grayed out now. Okay, interesting. It previously wasn't grayed out.
Did you get that?
Let me check my other settings to make sure I didn't screw it up. Aw. Okay, so here's where I need to. Okay, you see, it erased all my settings. You see this? If I go into modes, everything is gone now. But it's okay, we made a backup, right? Okay, so now we have to load it. We're gonna go back to CLI. I'm gonna show the other way. We're gonna go to receive or what is it? Presets. We're gonna load backup. And this one. I'm loading it. I'm gonna okay. All right, we'll save anyways. Hey, there it is. My settings are back. Very good. Okay. Okay, so then the other way you could do is this with a lie. Oops. Oh crap. Okay, the other way is you can go CLI and we're gonna load from file. Okay, and then we can load the file that we're looking at previously. Execute. Anything with red means that there is an incompatibility, but that's fine. Everything should work now. Yeah, okay. Let me come around and okay, so we're gonna go to OSD. OSD stands for on-screen display. And you have a bunch of elements that you can choose to show. Wait a sec. Where is my HD now? It's gone.
Nuts.
Do you guys have HD or is everyone missing that now? Oh. Well, I will say the preview is an HD aspect ratio. You see, it's like a widescreen. I guess. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Okay, what are some things you think are important? Look at this list. This list is so long. This is all the different things you could potentially show on your screen. You're not going to turn these all on. You will not end up seeing a video. All right. It's just going to be like too much stuff. But what are some things you think is useful if you're to look, if you look through the list? Huh?
Battery?
Yeah, battery. Pretty important, right? Okay, so specifically battery has multiple options. Which of the battery options do you want to turn on?
Um, Battery usage?
Yep, you can do a graphical remaining, so kind of show you like a bar.
Is it gonna be?
No, so that's the beauty. You can move this thing. You can put it wherever you want. Just drag the thing. It's gonna stay on a grid though, meaning you can't just like rotate the thing. It has to stay in that. It has to stay in that layout. Okay. Battery usage. Battery. I would say average cell voltage. Remember, the key word is average cell voltage because we don't actually truly know the individual cell voltage. You can also say the battery voltage versus the total voltage. So you can see right here that these two things.
Okay.
This is the cell and this is the total. Okay. Remember, you can drag each of these around. Now, what you saw previously was CLI dump. CLI dump allowed you to save out all your settings. Likewise, we can take specific portions of the CLI and import it. And instead of manually creating this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have everyone download the same CLI parameters. That way our OSDs are all going to look the same. All right. So the OSD CLI is going to include the element you're turning on and the position. Okay, so Oscar Lang, OSD settings. Oscar Lang has a page on the OSD settings that he set up based off recommended things. All right, so we're gonna go down to my OSD setup. Oh wait, I want to find the one with the HD. Okay. Is this it? All right, sorry, I'm looking around. I'm looking around. Okay, right here. Do you guys find his website? Just Google search Oscar Lang Betaflight OSD. And then you're gonna have this website here. Let me scroll to the top. How to set up Betaflight OSD. Let me know if you guys find that. Okay, now you can read the article, but I'm just gonna give you the highlight, which is you can turn on specific elements as you already saw. We're gonna go to table contents. You see right here, 10.5. His OSD setup CLI commands 10.5 HD without GPS. That's us. HD without GPS. And click on that. When you click on that, this is his example. This is his example layout of HD without OSD. So he has battery voltages. This is the capacity. This is the flight time. This is a warning message, battery less than full. This is a throttle percentage. Why do we want the throttle percentage? Yeah, remember we were talking about earlier, like, hey, what throttle value do we want so that we can gracefully land the drone? Well, what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn on the throttle percentage. You're gonna wear the goggles, you're gonna hover the drone, and you're gonna monitor what is that percentage. Okay, and then now we know, right? So that's what you're gonna find out experimentally.
We're just gonna talk.
Exactly. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna go to his HD without GPS right here. You're gonna Control C. You see this? Control C. I mean, you can kind of guess what these say. What does this one do? What is this one? Yeah, it's gonna turn on. Yeah, it's gonna turn on the throttle and it's gonna set it to that particular position on the grid. All right. Very important at the end is the save. All right. So without this, you're just putting all these parameters, but then you didn't save it. Okay. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna go to Betaflight, go to the CLI, and I'm gonna paste it. Oops. It did not catch that. There it is. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to my OSD and take a look at this layout. The layout that he has is essentially the layout that I have is what Oscar had on his website. Okay? Yeah, see how I'm able to standardize to what he had. Perfect. Now, we have 3 different OSD profiles. Maybe you want a profile that is with HD or with the GPS. Maybe you want one without. You see how there is 3 columns? So we're on profile number 1 right now. You see? Profile number 1. If I go to profile number 2, based off of this column, nothing is selected. It's going to be a pretty blank OSD. You see? The only thing that was turned on is the warnings at the bottom. That was the only thing that was turned on. Okay, so OSD number 2 is blank. OSD number 3 is also blank. Okay, this is a preview. What we're actually going to end up viewing is whatever's here. So I'm setting OSD profile number 1 as my active profile. Now you can map that to a switch, right? If you want to change that. But for now, we'll just do one OSD profile. I just want to point that out. Make sure when you're checking boxes, you're checking it for the OSD that we're using, which is number 1. This is not going to show up. You see, it doesn't show up because this is for, oh, I clicked it too many times. Okay. Yeah. I was clicking for number 2, but we're not on number 2. That's why it didn't show up. All right. So just take note. Okay. Any questions on that? Feel free to modify whatever, but uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna pause here. I'll come around and help. If you don't like the size or the font, you can go to font manager down here. Wait, why is it grayed out? Wait, it's grayed out. Okay. Try that again. Why is it grayed out? Okay, that's weird. Give me a second. Okay, so we're gonna plug in the battery to the drone, right? Make sure you keep the fan there. Make sure this is your VTX. The VTX should have lights coming on. Okay, see the VTX? VTX has a light. You see that? Okay, it's blinking green. That means it's not connected yet. Solid green means it's connected. It's looking. That's fine. I'm gonna leave it right here. Now, with the other battery, we're gonna plug in to that cable, okay? And I'm gonna plug that into the goggle. And it's gonna boot up now. HD takes a little bit longer to boot up than an analog. Oh, okay. In case your goggles are messed up, like mine is, down here, you can adjust the width. And if you rotate the knob, it adjusts the prescription. All right. So you can wear these if you have like glasses still. I mean, take off your glasses, but then you can still adjust. I think it goes to -6. All right. Currently, does anyone have any video? I don't. You have video? I mean like not OSD stuff, but like actual video. You saw someone's video? Like you saw someone's camera. Oh, okay, so yours is already paired. And is your VTX is it a solid green? Like mine is a flashing green. You see that? Mine's a flashing green. Is yours solid green? Yes, it's a solid green. All right.
That's two.
Okay, they should.
I mean, ideally they're both solid. One, yeah, one is, when you look at the VTX itself, oh no, this one, yeah, that's the VTX, that's solid. Okay, so someone's in it.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the VTX, that's the seven. No, I'm talking the
You guys know the VTX, right? You already built it.
VTX.
You guys know the VTX? It's this thing right here. The thing with the grills. The thing that is currently getting hot. All right, this is the VTX. We're looking for that light. Does anyone have a solid? Because that means you're already connected to a drone control goggle. If you're not, that's fine because we're gonna pair it right now. All right. Okay, so currently I think only Gabriel's is connected, so that's fine.
Our drone battery is not even.
You need a charge. What does it say right now? What's the self? Ooh, you shouldn't drop. We're not even flying the thing. Okay, maybe just one of the cells is down. Here, you can all right, hang tight because I'm gonna demonstrate this and then we can swap that up. Okay, so it's actually very simple. This thankfully is a lot more simple than the receiver. Okay. Okay, stepping back, if you had an analog, do you remember the thing about analog that I said? Any brand, anyone can tune into your VTX because all you're doing is you're broadcasting a specific frequency and then you can just scan around until you find it. Digital, on the other hand, you have to pair it. Okay, so let's go ahead and pair it. Let me do it. Please don't do it at the same time. Otherwise, I'm going to accidentally pair to someone else's thing. All right. I'm just going to demonstrate and then you guys can do it later. But do it in like someone does it in the hallway and someone does it outside. So you're not like trying to connect each other's thing. Okay, I'm going to take my iFixit kit. I'm going to grab one of the blunt tips. Specifically, I'm going to grab the SIM tip. I like that one. Okay. For SIM card. And then back here, assuming you mounted it correctly, that's why I told you to mount it a specific way. You see there's a little black button back here? Okay, I'm gonna press that. Nobody else does it, please. Just have me do it, okay? Now you see it's red. Okay, now on my goggles, I have this red button right here. This little red button on the right side. I'm gonna click it it's searching, and now look at it. It's solid green. It has now found my video. That's it. Okay, as simple as that. And I see my video. Very good. Okay, technically we could do this if we coordinate, but I feel like that's still difficult. So go ahead and someone does it outside. Someone, yeah. Do you guys got that? Here, let me show you again. The button right here. You see there's a button on the VTX right here. You're gonna click on that. This is gonna turn red. Then you're gonna go to the goggles on the right side. That's why you need this tool. You're gonna click that little red button, and then they're gonna pair within a few seconds. That's it. You see that? Can I show you? You can see that. You see? I can see. Stop. There it is. I'm gonna just skip the firmware. That's fine. Oh. Okay, there it is. Oh. Okay, my camera's just there. It is. All right, that's all good now. It's all good now. Okay, that's it. That's it to it. All right, that's all there is to it.
This is good on Thursday. Now
Okay.
what it sells is at 2.5.
All right, let's take a look at it. Okay, here we go. They have a newer firmware. This one just came out in May. Very good. This is walksnail.app, which doesn't even seem like an official thing. Okay, yeah, let's look up the let's look up the actual. You said it's on Fast Shark. What? Okay. Okay, very good. So, here, I'll download the update instructions. So you guys look up Fat Shark firmware. I think this is Fat Shark is the brand of the goggles. All right. Now you're gonna notice that there is two firmwares. You need to download both. One of them has GMD, that stands for ground. Between the VTX and the goggles, which one is staying near the ground? The goggles. Okay, so this one goes to the goggles, and then moves to the sky with these. The VTX. I don't know why they couldn't just call it goggles in VTX, but okay. That's what it is. All right. We need to get an SD card. Great. All right. SD card slot between the eyes. You'll see a little slot. I have no SD card right now. Okay. Yes. You will need an SD card. Are you okay? Because we're gonna have to format it. All right. That is the thing.
Here you go.
All right, thank you. So the good thing is I can go around with this afterwards and we can pop it into everyone's. Well, it's better if we have multiple, otherwise it's gonna take forever to wait for this one SD card to come around. I need an SD card reader. Do you have an adapter? Because now I don't have a thing to my computer takes a normal SD card reader, doesn't it? You got one.
I'd rather have it too.
So
Sure.
oh, thank you. Actually, let me do this. Let me do this. The only thing is that this well, okay, we need ground. Boom. All right, now we eject. We take it out. We're going to now insert it. Okay, so it says insert and then power on. Okay, very good. I'm gonna insert it back in. Now I'm gonna power it on. Wait for it to finish booting up. And then we're gonna do that whole linking, but instead hold it for 8 seconds, huh? And then the goggles will beep. All right, blah blah blah. That shark dominator. Take a look. Okay. Press and hold. 8 seconds. Okay. It's starting to do its thing. Okay. Okay. It says it'll go black in. You hear it? It's beeping very rapidly right now. All right, I'm gonna let this go on its own. In the meantime, I'm gonna look at the instructions here. We're gonna download this to a computer, which I've already done. Connect the transmitter. Okay, do you guys remember there was a little USB cable with the white connector on the other end? We're gonna need that now. You can find it. I'm doing the one that's like 39. One of the I have success. Okay, this is the cable I'm talking about. We're gonna need that now. So you should be able to see there's a little white port on the opposite next to that little flashing light on your VTX, right? Okay, it says connect to your USB to your computer. Okay, good. Supply power to the video transmitter, which means we have to plug in a battery. Yeah. Good. We're gonna power it on. The transmitter storage should appear on your computer as an external storage device. All right, let's take a look. There it is right here. You see that? And in fact, I can see who is this? There's Ryan. Look at that. Okay, so you can see this is a DVR. So this is useful when you crash. You can play back and find the last moment of contact. Oh, this is someone's personal house, which oh, he brought this home. Okay, I'm not gonna go any further. I don't know what I'm gonna end up seeing, all right? Yeah. Anyways. Um okay, so I'm going to okay, we're just gonna put it on the storage. But you know what? I see that there's a previous firmware right here. So I'm gonna delete this one. Right? The Avatar HD version we have. Oh wait, what is this? The one that we need is Sky 39.4. Okay, I'm gonna delete this because this seems to be a conflict. So delete it. I'm gonna put this one on instead. Make sure you put the right one. So Sky is the one I'm putting. Okay, and then oh wait, this is my arm. Okay, so it's been recording the entire time. Okay, very good. All right. Analog typically doesn't do that. So that's kind of a nice thing about the HD stuff. All right. I am going to now disconnect the transmitter. Okay. Safely eject it though. Okay, it's ejected. The LED on the transmitter should be blinking green. Now it's blinking green. Press and hold the link button for 8 seconds, okay? Let's see what's going on here. Okay, it's blinking red now. And now I'm just waiting. This thing is still updating. It's still blinking. It's still beeping like crazy. It said it was gonna take 10 minutes. So do your goggles first. But I'm kind of hogging the SD card right now. So if someone has another SD card, you can do the same. Okay. Uh, go to settings and then I'll make device info. What happened? Oh, no.
Yeah. It was blur signs.
That could be difficult as well.
I know, but I don't want to complain about it.
I'll touch it. It's okay. Eh?
Because even when we tried putting everything together, first thing the camera was gone because the actual cord that connects it was ripped off.
What are you talking about? Board that
Oh yeah, here. Because when I opened it, it's called the connector because they have to do that. I found it. It wasn't connected. I know, it's just about to go like that. All right.
Hey, this is a good example. This is a good example. Look. No, it was okay. You can see it was beeping. I was like, oh, this is what I want to show you now. But now it was. Oh, this is show the you don't. What you do is you just reboot it and you press and hold the button for 8 seconds and it starts to do it. There is no screen for the firmware update. The binding button. Here, read the screen right up here. Damn, this thing's taking forever. Oh, finally. The thing stopped beeping. Okay, I should be good now.
Does yours say when you were updating, what did it say at the bottom?
Here, I'll show you now because now I
Because
have
mine says no upgrade.
no, it doesn't. Okay, good. So then my question is, how come this latest thing didn't work? No, I downloaded the V1 right here. Hey, let me download it again. No, it already said that, yeah. Okay. Hey, let me just be safe and I'm gonna just re-upload that same firmware. So V1, I'm downloading V1. All right. All right, let's try this out. You got the battery charging settings all good? All right. Okay, it's updating now. Matt, you said you got a message when it's updating because I don't see anything other than just the welcome screen.
Yeah, when I did it, it said, well, there's a completion bar.
I have no completion bar at all. It's just
I mean, what about running the one that work?
yeah, I was gonna do that next. I mean, it is also older, right?
Older by 2 months.
Right. I guess what I mean is like there's gonna be more downloads because it's been around longer. But what? Okay. No problem.
You'll handle the broken down.
What? Oh, where is it?
I'm right here.
Oh. Sorry, I completely around on that. I think I know why.
It was very long.
Oh, yeah. All right, let me take a look here. I think I know why. Hmm. You got. No, I don't have that. You see, mine is just.
This is updating right now.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, because mine does that and like boots up and then it goes into the update.
No, mine is just.
But it has no upgrade. Well, okay, so I found because I looked at a video. He went to it was like Rotor Riot's video,
Mm,
and they went their website. They have a drone update,
yeah.
and then on there, there's the Fat Shark Dominator. You
Okay,
click-
so which treasure is
go to
it?
Rotor Riot.
All right, here. I'm gonna give their drone back. Okay. Whose drone was this? The one that kind of. Okay, so I think I know why. It's called. And this USB plug acts as a. But it looks like that. Now I fix it. We need to secure the power soon. Okay, so Matt, sorry. What was the thing that you said?
Go to Rotor Riot. Your website.
Oh, I have your SD card still, Raul.
Thank you.
Okay. Rotorite, what?
Yeah, and then yeah, click on the website, then scroll all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom, yeah. And then you'll see drone downloads of the pool. Yeah, and then you click on
Dominator. HD.
well, I saw the Dominators on mine. There's a Fast Track HD.
I don't see Dominator.
I know I saw it on them before.
Yeah.
Yours says it too.
Firmware revision history.
Yeah, that one. So that's what I'm updating.
Oh, I see 38. Okay, that's still an upgrade. 38.43.
That's what I'm upgrading to.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna give that a shot. Okay, yeah. Thank you. This looks good. This looks good. I need this.
I think you need the other one for the.
Well, the VTX here. Sorry, let me put this briefly in here. All right, thank you. Are you here Tuesday?
Give me Thursday.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay,
I'll
all right.
here.
I'll get the SD card for you.
Keep it.
I know we
So many.
yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Good night. Okay, I'm gonna try this one last thing. So Matt found this where through Fat Shark's help docs, they have a firmware 38.43. So I'm gonna try that, and then if that works, great. I feel like we would have to work on this next time also, because I only have this one SD card, and so does Matt. So I guess in the meantime, if you feel ready, you can go. That'll be all that we're doing today. Otherwise, if you want to stick around, we will I'm gonna release that quizzes though. I'll make it due on Sunday so you have some time to review. Remember, it's on wireless frequency, the Betaflight, and then what was the other thing? ELRS binding. Battery test, I guess I'll have to do it next time. If you guys need some help with that, I can come around and help that. Anyone need to test different batteries? I got different batteries here. Make sure you completely understand how it works, okay? So I'm gonna get this started, and then I'm gonna go to the back to help people with batteries, okay? All right, who needs help with batteries? That wants to review. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I'm interested. And then inside you can. Oh, so you want- But the one of them. The other one is like. Okay, we'll see. I'm actually. Okay, so we'll see. For the SD card. You guys got it. All right, let's take a look at the setting. Looks good, you got 1.5. Yeah, that's your bad. Okay, sure. Okay. So you guys want to practice with these ones? Yeah. You understand these, correct? Yeah, now let's stay. It's like. Oh. How to stop it? Yeah. It's on standby, that means it's stopped. Oh. So if I want to stop this, right now it's not. It's like. Oh, so we have the back. Yeah. Now I'm gonna resume. Don't unplug it. I don't want to, you want to make it interesting. You want to target. You had it offset. Yeah, if you had it offset, why do you look at this? It's correcting. You could have. It'll just take it. If you want to charge at one C, it'll just come in. It's never a problem to charge. The problem is when you charge it fast. Okay, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it on this channel. You just want the DMG file, or the IMG file. Yeah, it's still stuck.
What are you doing?
Like, my player looks like.
Today, but I was out sick. That's how we did. So I don't know if they emailed you, they're ready for pickup, but I'll pick in the morning and if
Oh,
backup
okay.
surfaces are done, I'll bring them.
Yeah, that'll be great.
on Thursday.
I guess I could have gave you the rest because we still haven't used it like since then,
No,
but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I was gonna check in with the text.
Oh, thank you.
I wasn't giving hair slots.
Okay, no worries.
For the goggles, I don't know. I was gonna, we didn't have enough in inventory.
Yeah.
At the start of the class, so Stone and I were gonna.
Okay, so this is Stone's goggles.
Basically.
I already took his basically.
And then for the,
I haven't seen the guy here. I don't know what's up.
yeah, he's okay.
I know he emailed me. He says he was out because he's out because drone shows, but he said he'll be here today. We have a bigger magnetic.
So, I'm actually higher than my.
But what am I doing right now? I'm used.
I downloaded that point word.
I'm doing the 0.4.
Yeah.
Oh.
I put in that fire.
Okay, I mean, it's from Fast Shark, so it's not, all right.
I just don't know why yours is bigger.
Here, let me take a look now, because I'm starting mine now. No, mine doesn't show.
You know why?
Well, we saw that sky, that the little light one, that was like a hard to get. I think we saw. And he said there's that's the downloaded. Oh, yeah, that was awesome. So you do look like, I just did normal. So I think oh my God. Or someone did, I'm assuming. That person.
Oh, we could tell because the last video.
Well, cause he redid all that.
Oh my God.
That, so I think that also happened when, all the loops that are.
Yeah.
Supporting, maybe never did, yes.
Yeah.
We spent like, a good 2 hours trying to figure out, no drawing or connect.
Oh, yeah, so you know, and then you just upload that your file, and then you press and hold the file.
Oh,
And then it will move it over.
yeah.
Very good. You can actually go up to. Actually, let's see that.
Yeah. It's just, you know, have their work. Yeah, I.
Who else wants to practice charging? I did that. I did flash it. I was trying to flash the roller one. It doesn't let you downgrade. Yeah. No. So I only drag another.
You need help or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then dropped a bunch of screws, so I'm not sure if they're all here.
Okay.
I didn't mind that.
Are the screws metal or are they plastic?
Like all, like you just sneeze in one day. Or that one go.
Nothing more we up to the.
No, that's basically it. I think we're gonna have to resume again next week because this is reality. This is like, this is a dose of reality where it's, you kind of have to trial and error and read up on stuff online and figure out what to do.
So I tested the voltage on the second battery, and that one's even more. I only have one cell that's alive, and it's at 1 point something.
Damn. Okay.
Unless,
Are you able to cobble together one functional battery then?
possibly if I open the third battery, but.
I mean, at this point, you can't use any of them, so at least if you can get one back.
I don't know where it's at. Still thinking.
Well, that's just what the ESC is. That's okay, don't worry about that. Yeah, that's fine. Ignore that. It has nothing. Are you updating right now?
Well, I put the thing, I don't know if it.
You have to press and hold for 7 seconds.
I did. Yeah.
And then this should have turned red. Okay, so it's kind of thing.
I don't know what it's done.
I think it turned, actually, it might be done. It might be done. Right? No, this is significantly faster. Wow.
I plugged it in.
You got vision.
Yeah, you got vision,
Oh, good.
but it said, firmware don't match.
Oh, well,
But this is what it's saying, the lower number doesn't match.
yeah, I think it's gonna be.
Yeah,
Yes. Nobody cares for photos, you're not in the family.
No, because it was original.
Oh, I see. Hey, if you want to, you can put it to the same number.
All the things turned out all very. Not good.
But I can't even find that 13 under the Dominator.
Here, man.
So you have,
I mean, technically, you're pretty close. If you wanna be exact, you can upgrade your VTX to 113. It is, okay, so then go to that, log scale website and grab it from there. Cause I was able to successfully update it.
You need the SD card?
This doesn't mean it. This one's not. You don't have a 38? What is it? 38.43.13. Oh, 38.43. Right there it is. Download that one. Yes, yeah, and then your error should go. Uh-huh.
And then hold that. I said, oh, wait.
Yeah.
I
No, you need to look at power limit. I was like, ooh, probably just like, okay. I'm not for now. You're like, what? Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Okay.
I was just, being that it's so close to 10, I don't want you to stay over.
Yeah, you can.
I was just gonna have to help you rebuild it on Thursday.
Yeah, we can redo it on Thursday. Did you get all the? Yeah,
I hope so.
we accidentally locked.
I hope so.
Okay.
I was having trouble on the camera, so I don't know if I have that.
Is that
That-
I mean, we forgot to lock the lock.
Oh.
We locked the lock, but not lost word. Yeah.
I get what you meant. That's why I brought up.
Gotcha.
He's got his, he's been all like the one room.
Thank you.
You don't, manager, you don't have to have this, available. Yeah.
Four 70 arm resistors. Cause I bought that kit, but they didn't actually give me, Larry, then you were like, they give me like three of them, some stuff random.
I also looked at the numbers too.
What did they give you?
They give me like
Yeah,
like
you're right.
different.
Right.
There was one in there that was just like a couple different songs.
Here. You want 470?
Oh.
There's even a higher. There's even a higher one.
Trust me.
Dollar.
That's like, that's a.
Like a multimeter, there's a front end there's also setting. Oh, how did you charge the rest?
I just like that.
So once you take them, there's actually check what they are. Yeah, maybe they are the full city.
Right.
So, you look, right? You just like, they don't put it there, but there's like a.
Like all of us that are high up or. Like for a video.
Yeah. But, and then.
The packaging is something different. So they make a mistake or they just super outdated?
Yeah.
And then the door to the other classroom is not classroom. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what you would find on the. And then. Back to the both the side, the left, two offices, three offices. And then when you get to one, and then it's like the message stuff. And then in one of the one that's gonna be our simulator room. Yeah. And then the back will go with the. Yeah, that's gonna go main lecture. And then you go up, that's sorry, what's next to VTX. And then we got days off when you make the right. Yeah. Yeah, we did now, and then it's days off, then I think it's DJ.
Yeah.
Kelly Stalkers. That is a home office in that. And then the back when we turn into a whole, you know, we can't start weird.
That is the most-
Yeah, that one, I think.
You already see your confidence. This, not, this one, honestly. No. They're all the same.
So,
Well, they always said they're gonna use it. This is the difference.
Oh, yeah.
The one mega was a one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You see this one? These are your four.
Yeah.
What do you think? This is the one negative, this is the one negative, you see that? It's the end. The one negative. Literally, that's the one negative. So then the 10 kilo must be your money.
I come to this. That's a diet. Oh, yeah, it's a diet thing. Oh. That's when just really 10 cases.
Good night, President.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, thank you. Good night. Yeah, we should start. Well, that's totally easy. That's what people are, that's when I was like, oh, that's the handle the pizza stuff.
But
Like, it's not like sitting, this is.
I just gave you the one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun there.
Yeah, validate.
Oh, yeah, that's because the storage room was one little issue, and then. That room's done. It's still going? Peter Rattle's. Yeah, first. But then, there's like a little one there at 722.
Yeah, there's.
How long did you let it sit? Some be like, it should sit right before.
Oh, ours changed from blinking to blinking to green.
Oh, this thing's like
I
a
think
solid red.
Ours is going green to red, green to red, green to red, but it's showing, it cleared out, and then reloaded, and it's showing in there.
Just wait a little.
Well,
I think solid green
Is
is.
this doing?
what about solid red?
I don't know.
Turns blue. Mauve. Just keep.
Mine took like 3 minutes.
Okay, dude, we didn't have a full conversation. I can't even figure out how to check the dog. Well, it wasn't usual.
So after I held it down, I had to retry and drop.
The movie size.
It's like, okay, it's expensive.
You know it's really expensive, but that's 30.
Put it in, and then you don't actually need to. Press it, it's searching it.
I was like, yeah. I don't leave now, and I'm thinking, it's like, oh shit.
That's how I felt right now too. I was like, oh.
Nothing else for me?
No, I want to check on the phone. Well, last time it was against the same. Well, hopefully, next class, we could just get it. Get it put together quickly and.
No. I hope
Now
so
that I
too.
unplugged it, just switch to blinking for them.
Okay. Let's see what version we're going.
Let's try to do it.
Wait, I think you're good.
So,
No, no, go back to the.
You are on the latest firmware. You're on the latest firmware.
Right, but I don't know why it's not changing. That's on that same firmware.
Result.
This is also on 30.
Feeling. So. they're like,
Yeah, I don't know, I think.
right here, when you plug them on, did it give you?
I think I'll.
So when I did it back?
I feel like I've come this far.
There's some cost fallacy and like.
We haven't come this far to the
Come
beach
to check,
before.
exactly where the numbers, the bottom and the middle. Should. Yeah.
And then I'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah, see you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Bye. Thank you, Professor.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna try and make it Chick-fil-A.
I know, me too, I'm hungry.
Did you need anything for attendance or the battery test or?
No,
All right.
at this point,
43, 13.
All right, what's that, guys?
I'm just gonna give you guys more assignments and grades. That's
Those match.
instead of
Yeah.
attendance.
Fine, we're good, there's those match.
Perfect,
S and Avatar.
so you didn't get that error message?
Jump.
Let's give this another shot, right?
Yeah, the only thing that doesn't match are the SN numbers.
Serial numbers?
One's like in the 800s, one's in the 400s.
Oh, I think that's okay.
But it's
on the
just-
front
I mean,
end.
Is that the serial number for the drone? or
Yeah,
the
I think,
Yeah, they're not gonna match, unless it's DJI, DJI is the only one that really matches.
You can see, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we still have our Canon camera on too. So don't waste it.
Is there another way to?
Yeah. Oh, this price.
it's not like the ERS thing. where-
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, maybe I should take the TV class.
Did you try wiring it?
There's no like,
Is it not gonna do it?
that's not a
It's
message.
gonna get
You-
better.
It's all only
We
connected
didn't-
to a wireless. It's just not a
And
message.
we have to find out equipment.
Well,
I mean,
But it's fun.
alright, we're gonna have to explore more next time. Half the class hasn't got it working yet either, so.
Yeah, cause I can't
Put
put
this
this
away?
on, like, cause I thought it was just like that firmware was a process, but now that it's up to date. I don't know. I don't know how they go.
Possibly hard. I mean.
But it doesn't look like there's any bug to it.
Right. Right.
Cause that's what I assumed at first, but it was working
Yes,
perfectly.
Yeah.
Is it just they're not matching?
They're just not connecting at all. So like it-
Yeah, we're
put them
doing,
both in-
we're doing the procedure and it's not,
You just hit it.
well, it's never bound to begin with, right?
Yeah,
It was,
Maybe contract.
so that's what we, yeah.
It's not like these goggles can get like off to another set of or. It's not like they belong to something else.
no, this is the only class using it. I'm not sure, man.
Battery adventures.
Continues this,
We're on episode 4.
right? Progress?
Well, you want this charger unplugged? We got the individual cell out of 2 batteries, out of 2 4-cell batteries.
Wait, like. Pull it out of other battery?
Well, that's kind of what it's looking, when it has to do.
Um,
Because I have 3. These chargers were the
Oh, there's a drawer that's open right now. You see the open drawer? Yeah.
I have another set of 3 for good.
Okay.
So, because the guy who bought my front, gave me the batteries, he's like, oh, maybe.
Okay, so you're not, bossing on.
Is this the fun?
Yeah. Big cost.
What's that?
There's a set of keys on there.
Yes.
for-
Thank you.
We got everything.
All right.
And he's going to be tomorrow.
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday.
Tomorrow we're not doing anything.
You gonna be there on Thursday?
Yeah.
Be there on Thursday. Wait, there's the drone club, right?
Yeah.
Is that like on Discord or?
It should be.
Yeah. Or is there a Discord that you guys
Or
like?
instead of like the email that has people that it did,
Yeah.
like for communication.
Yeah, that was set up?
No, but like I was just saying, we should have one.
Oh,
It wouldn't hurt.
it's a good idea.
That's right. I took a class recently, the intro one. And somebody came in to talk to us about the club.
Yeah, I thought it was.
And the only thing I heard was Discord and I was like, oh, well,
Yeah, I'll talk to Ryan about, I actually talked to him today about the club, but like, I think that's another thing we have to do is kind of get a lot more options. Is just the email. Like, I think emails are good, I think you need the email for, list of people that are in the club. Or like at least communication,
What was the